we had a golfer yesterday in the in U.S. Open final qualifying in England. His name is Robin Tiger Williams. I think I may have mentioned him in one of the
Robin
emails.
Tiger
Yeah,
Woods.
yeah.
It's like, damn.
Robin Tiger Williams, is obviously named after Tiger, from South Africa, has dual citizenship in the UK, but he was playing in this qualifier, and for most of the day, he was just. There were 8 spots for this field. I mean, it was a very deep field, a lot of names you'd recognize. But for most of the day, he was either like one stroke outside or just in. I probably hit refresh on my phone. I mean, conservatively, 98 times, right? And sorry, investors. But and he ultimately got into a playoff and got an alternate spot. But
Nice.
you know, you're watching again. We watched Scotty Scheffler do his thing. He got his 3rd major and his, I don't know, 100th win in the last 2 seasons or whatever it is at this point. Like a major is a different story. It's always going to be meaningful for him, and I think he's going to rack up quite a few more. But I don't think his life changed this weekend, right?
Yeah.
It was a big moment.
$3.1 million. It's fine. It
Yeah.
doesn't change anything.
But it was a big moment. He got a huge trophy out of it, and you know he starts moving up the ranks of all time greats, and I think he's going to ultimately be in that discussion of probably the best 5. But his life didn't change. Someone gets into the U.S. Open and they have the week of their life. Like their life could change, and that's fun. So
Yeah.
We kind of talked about it with Michael Block.
sure.
Like his whole thing. So they were at Oak Hill, which is an hour from us, and we were talking about him. Like he went from having the weekend of his life to doing Raising Cane's commercials and being on Good and winning all this. And now he doesn't. He teaches lessons for fun now. Like that's
Sure.
it's pretty sweet.
The block party. I haven't seen it yet, but someone sent a clip to me last week. We were on the course. Apparently, he had a tough go of it at Quail Hollow, like many people. And apparently on Friday, when he was closer to the bottom of the leaderboard than he would like, I don't know what hole it was, but he went driver off the deck. And I don't know if he flushed it or shanked it, but the story goes that he went driver off the deck and then turned to the crowd to bow.
I did see that. Yeah.
Which I think when you are fighting to not be DFL in a major, to then go DOD and bow to the crowd, like
that's a big effort moment.
You're an entertainer. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. That's pretty good.
I can't wait the next time I'm playing in front of nobody. And I shank one. It's going to be a bow to the crowd.
Yeah.
Just bow to a bunch of pigeons over there on the side. Yeah, that's what you got to do.
I mean, but that's also like, yeah, I think maybe in his media blitz post Oak Hill, right? Yeah, maybe he had some moments where no doubt he was running on limited sleep and he's got cameras in front of him in a way he never has. Maybe he said some things that he would like back. I've only been on talking to you guys for 30 minutes and there's probably some things I would like taken back, right? So
you're doing great.
But like, try to put myself in his shoes.
Sure.
That's also a big ask. And even with a top 15 finish with the dunk, playing with Rory, with the up and down on 18, which really was impressive, it takes a bit of personality to get all that attention, right? It wasn't just his top 15 that got the Raising Cane's or got the Colonial invite. It was, hey, this guy's an entertainer and he recognizes it. So like, good on him for capitalizing, right? I would like to think that I would have the charisma, the ability to say like, yeah, I'm going to parlay this one great week into something bigger for me and my family. I don't know. I could see myself getting up there and getting stage fright, and people know me as someone who finished top 20 in a PGA championship, but didn't cash out like he did. So good on him.
Right. Yeah. It's a great point though. I mean, like, especially nowadays, like with the charisma and how you can market yourself. Like people, whether you know it or not, like if you're on that kind of spotlight, you say or do one thing that can, and you say it right or do it right with the right attitude, it's going to trigger, it's a chain reaction. The next thing you know, you're on good with your son.
Yeah. I mean, how cool is that, right? Like, DOD and down to the crowd.
It's pretty good.
I said stage fright, and maybe that's not the right word, but I'll share a personal story with you guys, kind of embarrassing. But last year at Valhalla, um, Tyler was also there, and I grew up a huge Freddie Couples fan, and then I was like everyone a Tiger fan, and had never met him, still have never met him, but I've been in close proximity a few times, just have never introduced myself. And so I said, if at Valhalla, if like the opportunity presents itself, I'm gonna like, and we're in like close proximity, I'm gonna say, you look just like, and just kind of let it linger for a bit, and see if he like chuckles or anything. It's hard to tell with Tiger. So I'm in the men's locker room, and there's two stalls. We're doing our business. Come out, and literally, like, I walk out of a stall, and Tiger walks out simultaneously, and we're at a sink with two faucets. I'm like, granted, not ideal timing, but this is as good as it's gonna get. Like, here comes the big line, and just as I work up the courage to like say like, oh, Tiger, you look just like whatever. His handler comes and takes him out of there. So that was my one Tiger Woods encounter. Tiger,
awesome.
Tiger, if you ever see this, I'm a big fan. And that was my trying to introduce ourselves, but we were in a different state there.
Yeah,
that's a you know what? Honestly, I'm gonna say good on you for not. I feel like that's weird in the bathroom.
It is. That was something that added a little bit of pause to it, right? Like on the practice screen or
Did he wash his hands?
He washed his hands.
Okay. Right.
Good proper hygiene all around.
There we go. Yeah, makes sense. Checks out.
I can't speak to any more of what happened, but yeah, he washed his hands. And so did I. So, if you're wash your hands, right? So,
there you go. There you go.
You're right. The bathroom was an element that was like, this isn't perfect.
No, 100%. Or else, I would have fired that. I would have fired it off the second I saw him.
How often you walk up to a faucet, like a sink though, where there's only two?
Yeah,
that is a little odd.
Think about like a men's locker room. There's typically like 8 of them, right? And
there
was 2, and I was like,
destiny.
It was destiny.
Yeah.
Only
that was your Raising Cane's moment.
Yeah,
you just didn't know it.
Sat there with the bat up here and never swung.
That's awesome.
Where would my life be now if I had taken that chance?
That's fine. I don't know. So this is. I'll share another like. I've talked about it before, but so a couple of years ago, I was on The Voice, the TV show. I sang, and that's my other job. And I cried on. I was the very last spot of the show, the last person to make it. I cried on national television in front of like 80 million people, and like couldn't even get like the song. Like they had to edit so much; it was terrible. And now even sometimes when I go out, like it's only happened a couple of times now, but people will be like, I saw you cry. And I was like,
I tell you what,
like what the hell?
This is obviously impromptu, but I'm going to turn my chair around. You're going to sing one line from that song, and we'll relive the moment. Right? Like,
oh my God. No, I don't think I could. I'll probably start crying again. You look just like Adam Levine. That's hilarious.
Oh, great show. That's really cool though. Good for you.
Yeah. Donnie, where can, even if we've got some competitive golfers on here that are looking for an out, where can people find you guys online and on social media and all that stuff?
Yeah. For website, just go to app.carry.golf. Carry again is CARRY. Our Instagram handle, I was new to social media when I created it. It made a lot of sense at the time, but our Instagram handle is Know Your Carry, KNOW. Your Carry, with the idea of we wanted people to know, athletes to know who's sponsoring them, and vice versa, the sponsors or investors to really know the athletes they're supporting. So you can go there, Instagram, and we're also on X or Twitter, but Instagram and our website is the best way to get in touch with us.
Thanks for watching today's episode.
To see more of our content, be sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and subscribe on YouTube. We can be found at Basic Bogeys on all platforms.
Thanks. We hope to see you on the next one.